So I basically just was going way too fast and I lost control in a corner. There was a little bit of gravel and I just slid off into the corner and slammed into an embankment. And then shattered my T8 vertebra and all the little shards cut into my spinal cord, and that's what paralyzed me. I was in the trauma ICU for about 18 days. And then after that, I was in Mary Free Bed for I think 12 weeks. And then I did outpatient rehab for a couple months after that.
Because he was, he was, kind of like living the dream when he had his accident. So, when that happened, it kind of like, it really, put a dent in our lives.
We've always been, best friends since we were little kids. We grew up together, always doing, everything together. And we had actually planned on living together after we both graduated from college. And then, so when my accident happened, I moved in with him, so it had definitely happened sooner than we wanted to. But from the date of my accident to the date of his accident was 8 months total.
It was at a lake house, and I was at the end of a dock, and I went to dive in, and somebody pushed me, and basically I just went straight down into the water. For a second, I thought, I was like, wow, it was almost like I knew that I just broke my neck. I was like, wow, just because what happened to Matt.
Well, I've always been really close to him, and yeah, and then I guess now, we both have a spinal cord injury, so we really understand each other on a really deep level that most people have no idea about.
I think after his accident, he was kind of scared to get back into the gym, but I think getting back in there for that initial push was really what he needed, and you just see where he is now, so it's really cool.
It's a cool area though, really pretty. We rode on the peninsula. Yeah, and I guess I love going fast, and hand cycling allows me to just go really fast and have fun. This winter I've put in, I've climbed over 120,000 feet, which is the equivalent of climbing Mount Everest 4 times. I actually built my own trainer, and since getting a trainer, this winter I've put in roughly a little around 2,500 miles. So basically a hand cycle is kind of like a normal bike, except you see the derailleur and all the gears are basically turned 180 degrees because it's going backwards. When you're turning, you're spinning the front wheel instead of the back wheel. You can't hook up a normal trainer from the bottom. I built this. It's a plyometric jump box with a normal bicycle trainer mounted upside down, and then so my bike is mounted to it from the bottom side. It's called a smart trainer. It allows me to use this app called Zwift, which it simulates a world, and then you mountains. It'll increase terrain so that it's really hard to climb up hills, and then going down a hill it becomes easier, and then on the flats it feels like a normal road. My teammate Steve Chapman did the Boston Marathon last year, and he said it was a really awesome experience. And I guess it's one of the largest marathons in America, and even the world. I think it's one of maybe the 3rd largest in the world. It's going to be one of the biggest races that I've ever been to. My hope is that I'll get around top 5. What's going to be really important is how I do at nationals this year. So that's what I'm training for. My ultimate goal is to go to the 2020 Paralympics and compete.